Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very, very important and exciting day for East Kent, and I also want to add my thanks to everybody who's contributed to this opportunity, and that includes all the local MPs of right across the whole of East Kent, Charlie Elphick, Roger Gale, Damien Collins, who couldn't be here today, and Julian Brazier. But in particular the team at Kent County Council who have been spearheading this initiative with the support, and I'm very pleased to say that we have somebody here who used to work at Biz Department who's been instrumental in achieving what we've been able to do over the last couple of years, so a couple of months. Now, as a new MP, it's always exciting. They say, you know, there are always challenges out there. Well, beginning of February, when we heard about the Pfizer closure, that is quite a challenge for a new MP. And it was interesting, I had a Labour colleague came up to me and sort of said, well, Laura, you know, how about a baptism of fire? We were facing, you know, a very, very serious impact on the local economy. But one thing that I've found, and I've been surprised actually in politics, working with both local and national government, is how we have created an extraordinary team that has included local national government, but absolutely important and instrumentally has been Pfizer itself, to actually look for solutions and to ensure that we can mitigate as much as possible the impact of a company which has made a decision to change its business location. So, with that, with a strong team and with a clear sense of direction, I believe that we've achieved several important steps. As Paul has said, we've got the enterprise zone and we've also got the regional growth fund plus enhanced transport links. Now, as Julian said, we have all been lobbying government on this issue, and I in particular have been talking about the negatives. About our deprivation, I got a surprise look from Vince Cable when I told him that Thanet had similar figures to Darlington. We have been making the case that East Kent has not been thriving as the rest of the South East. I now want to draw a line onto that. We've now received £40 million to help with jobs. We've got the opportunity of a thriving enterprise zone at Discovery Park. We've got members of Parliament who are absolutely dedicated to the future. I now believe we've got to draw a line under the deprivation and now look at the opportunities, because this is a special part of the country. It is extraordinarily interesting located. We are equidistant from Paris and Brussels as we are from London. We've got a huge amount of human capital and human talent, and we've got some of the best environment, best places to live and work. So my very short presentation is about raising the game, ensuring that we see ourselves as being major economic opportunities rather than always playing to some of the more negative aspects. Right. So we're now on the map. We're now on government's map, but we're also on the map of the wider certainly businesses map, and people understand that East Kent is now very much open for business. There are incentives that you can receive if you come and invest here, and as I'll go on, there's a lot of opportunities when it comes to the international marketing of East Kent. I personally have had 2 small businesses myself, so I'm very pleased to see that there's a very strong emphasis on an area that is often ignored when it comes to government funding, and that is the promotion of micro and small businesses. To be frank, that is the lifeblood of our economy. So, the Treasury wants to help, and is very, very much involved in many ways in the success of East Kent. I'm sure few of you missed the fact that actually George Osborne himself came down to launch the enterprise zone. Now, that is an important aspect. We have got a photograph of him. We have him on camera. And as a result is invested in the future of the enterprise zone. The Biz Department is very much involved, and I will develop a little bit further on that. Department of Communities and Local Government, they have supported us very, very significantly on both the Enterprise Zone and the Regional Growth Fund. And UKTI, UK Trade and Investment, which is absolutely crucial, is really getting the message about East Kent. We're saying that we're the right place to invest at the right time. Now, some of the tangible actions that are going to fall out of this Regional Growth Fund and the Enterprise Zone. All of us, particularly I'm taking a very, very strong lead with UK Trade and Investment. We are not looking to displace jobs from either West Kent, Mid Kent, into East Kent because of these incentives. We're looking to attract new businesses from overseas, and new businesses who are looking to expand, who are national companies. Now, I'm working very closely with UKTI. We're looking to do a speed dating operation. Hey, anybody want to come and join me with that? Where we're getting all the key operators of UKTI in all the embassies around the world, and we will be profiling East Kent with them, explaining what our talents are, what the skill base is, what the economy looks like, and what the potential is. So we're going to be working very hard over the next couple of years, ensuring that that message gets out to every single UK operator who is selling Britain internationally. We're putting together with UKTI a brochure that will highlight all the different enterprise zones in the country, but with a very specific detail about East Kent, including the Regional Growth Fund. And we're doing a series of meetings with ambassadors to ensure that they understand what we have to offer. But while, again, we talk about what we need, let's not forget what we can build on. Now, one of the things that I think we sometimes forget is that we are world-class already in East Kent. What we haven't done is actually build the supply chain around that world-class talent. Pfizer and the Pfizer site, and now called Discovery Park, is a world-class operator in life science and technology. We have the largest wind farm in the world, and the even larger wind farm will soon be built. Now, that's attracting quite a lot of investment. We have Siemens who've started operating out of Ramsgate Port. We've got the supply chain that goes with that. We need to do more to attract those businesses as the wind farm and the renewable sector develops. European trade and transport. I mean, you know, Dover happens to be the capital of sea freight transport in the UK. And we have some of the best tourism and visitor attractions. Again, you look at the supply chain that we need. What do we need? We need hotels in the area. We need greater infrastructure around the businesses that we've already got. We're sitting in a world-class brand, or maybe 3 or 4 different brands with Airfix and Scalextrics. And we have award-winning companies, Seracol and Aquarida, 2 examples. So while we're absolutely focused on regenerating East Kent, we must also build on what we have already, which is very, very positive. So just to conclude, the UK trade industry will try and attract the very big player investors. Locally, we need to be very clear about the supply chain. We need hotels, we need a conference centre, so anybody who's interested in those sorts of sectors. Engineering companies are in demand. Life science innovators are required across the Discovery Park and to feed on the many skills that we already have. And service companies and professionals need to look to aspire to be servicing international companies. So my clear message is we've got a huge opportunity here. We're on the map both nationally and globally. We need to raise our game. We need to aspire to not constantly consider ourselves as being left at the end of the line. We're being put at the front of the queue. And I think that this is a great opportunity. So my message is we're here to serve you to ensure that this East Kent economy makes the most of the Regional Growth Fund money makes the most of the enterprise zone and ensures that we don't have to, in 5 or 10 years' time, still be talking about the deprivation issues that have so long blighted East Kent. Thank you very much.